Steve Albini, a biography of the influential American musician and audio engineer, early life and beginnings. Steve Albini was born on July 22, 1962, in Pasadena, California, United States, to Frank Addison Albini and Gina Albini. From a young age, Albini showed a keen interest in music, a passion that would shape his entire life. Growing up in a family that valued education and creativity, he was encouraged to explore various forms of artistic expression. Albini moved to Missoula, Montana, with his family during his early years. It was in this small town that he first began to engage seriously with music, learning to play guitar and experimenting with various sound equipment. His interest in music deepened during his teenage years, influenced by the punk rock scene that was gaining momentum in the late 1970s. After high school, Albini moved to Evanston, Illinois, to attend Northwestern University, where he studied journalism. While at Northwestern, he became involved in the local music scene, writing for the university's newspaper and contributing to music zines. This period was crucial in shaping his views on music production and the music industry, which would later define his career. Formation of Big Black and early career. In 1982, Albini formed the band Big Black, marking the beginning of his professional music career. Big Black was characterized by its aggressive sound, abrasive lyrics, and Albini's distinctive guitar work. The band's lineup included Santiago Durango on guitar and Jeff Pezzati on bass, with Albini handling vocals and drum machine programming. Big Black's debut EP, Lungs, was released in 1982, followed by several more EPs and albums, including Atomizer, 1986, and Songs About Fucking, 1987. The band's raw, uncompromising sound and DIY ethos resonated with the punk and underground music communities. Big Black disbanded in 1987, but their influence on the noise rock and post-punk genres remains significant. Transition to audio engineering and shellac. After the dissolution of Big Black, Albini formed the band Rape Man in 1987, alongside drummer Ray Washam and bassist David W. Sims. The band released one album, Two Nuns and a Pack Mule, 1988, and an EP before disbanding in 1988. Following Rape Man's breakup, Albini focused more on his burgeoning career as an audio engineer, founding his own recording studio, Electrical Audio, in Chicago. In 1992, Albini formed Shellac with bassist Bob Weston and drummer Todd Traynor. Shellac's music, characterized by minimalist compositions and Albini's precise, often caustic lyrics, further solidified his reputation in the music world. The band released several albums, including At Action Park, 1994, Terraform, 1998, and Dude Incredible, 2014. Shellac's commitment to DIY principles and their refusal to engage in traditional music industry practices earned them a loyal following. Influence and philosophy in audio engineering. Steve Albini's impact as an audio engineer is perhaps even more profound than his contributions as a musician. Known for his unorthodox recording techniques and staunchly independent philosophy, Albini worked on over 1,000 albums across various genres. His approach to recording, which he famously described as recording as a service, emphasized capturing the raw, unadulterated sound of a band in a live setting. Albini's engineering work includes landmark albums such as Nirvana's In Utero, 1993, Pixies' Surfer Rosa, 1988, and PJ Harvey's Rid of Me, 1993. His distinct sound, characterized by natural reverb, minimal overdubs, and a focus on live performance, became highly sought after by artists looking to achieve a more authentic sound. Albini was also vocal about his disdain for the traditional music industry, criticizing major labels and commercial studios for their exploitation of artists. His essays and interviews often discussed the ethics of music production, advocating for transparency and fair treatment of musicians. Personal life. cars, home, family, and friends. Steve Albini's personal life was as eclectic and independent as his professional career. He was married to Heather Winna, a producer and director known for her work on music videos and documentaries. The couple lived in Chicago, where Albini's studio, Electrical Audio, is located. Their home reflected their shared love for music and the arts, filled with instruments, records, and art pieces collected over the years. Albini was known for his modest lifestyle, often seen driving his classic Volvo, a car he maintained himself. He had a passion for vintage audio equipment and was an avid collector of rare microphones and recording gear. His commitment to quality and authenticity extended beyond his professional work into his personal interests. Family was important to Albini. He maintained close relationships with his parents, Frank and Gina Albini, who were proud of his achievements and supportive of his career choices. Albini remained committed to his principles of independence and authenticity. He often reinvested his earnings into his studio and various projects that supported independent musicians. Legacy and influence. Steve Albini's legacy is vast and multifaceted. As a musician, he was instrumental in shaping the sound of punk and noise rock, influencing countless bands and artists. His work with Big Black, Rape Man, and Shellac left an indelible mark on the music scene, demonstrating the power of raw, unfiltered expression. As an audio engineer, Albini's impact is immeasurable. His recording techniques and philosophies challenged conventional practices and provided a blueprint for independent music production. Albums he worked on, such as Nirvana's In Utero, remain iconic, showcasing his ability to capture the essence of a band's live sound. Albini's commitment to ethical practices in the music industry also set him apart. He was a vocal advocate for artist rights, fair compensation, and transparency in recording contracts. His writings and interviews continue to inspire and educate musicians and engineers, emphasizing the importance of integrity and independence in an often exploitative industry. Contributions to independent music. Throughout his career, Steve Albini championed the cause of independent music. He was a staunch supporter of DIY ethics, encouraging bands to take control of their creative processes and business affairs. His studio, Electrical Audio, became a hub for independent musicians, offering high-quality recording services at affordable rates. Albini's influence extended beyond his immediate work. He was a mentor and advisor to many young musicians and engineers, sharing his knowledge and experience freely. His workshops and seminars on recording techniques were highly sought after, and his essays on the music industry remain essential reading for anyone involved in music production. Continued relevance. Even after his passing, Steve Albini's principles and practices continue to resonate. The music industry has seen a resurgence of independent labels and DIY production methods, many of which draw inspiration from Albini's approach. His emphasis on capturing authentic performances and maintaining artistic integrity is more relevant than ever in an age dominated by digital production and commercial pressures. Albini's work at Electrical Audio set a standard for studio design and operation, influencing a new generation of recording spaces. His insistence on using high-quality analog equipment and natural acoustics has led to a renewed appreciation for traditional recording techniques. Personal reflections. Steve Albini's personal life was a testament to his character. Friends and colleagues remember him as a dedicated and passionate individual, always willing to lend a hand or offer advice. His straightforward, sometimes abrasive demeanor was balanced by a deep sense of fairness and integrity. Albini's relationship with Heather Winna was a cornerstone of his personal life. The couple's shared interests in music and the arts created a strong bond, and their home was a reflection of their creative partnership. Winna, a successful producer and director, often collaborated with Albini on various projects, further strengthening their connection. Albini's commitment to his principles extended to his personal relationships. He valued honesty and loyalty, qualities that endeared him to those who knew him well. His friendships with fellow musicians and engineers were built on mutual respect and a shared passion for music. Final thoughts. Steve Albini's life and career were characterized by a relentless pursuit of authenticity and excellence. From his early days with Big Black to his influential work as an audio engineer, Albini remained true to his principles, challenging conventional wisdom and advocating for independent music. His contributions to the music industry are vast and enduring. As a musician, he pushed the boundaries of punk and noise rock, creating a legacy that continues to inspire. As an audio engineer, he revolutionized recording practices, championing a raw, live sound that captured the essence of a band's performance. Albini's commitment to ethical practices and artist rights set a standard for the industry, emphasizing the importance of integrity and fairness. His influence on independent music production is profound, shaping the practices and philosophies of countless musicians and engineers. In remembering Steve Albini, we celebrate a life dedicated to music and creativity. His legacy is not only in the albums he recorded and the bands he influenced, but also in the principles he championed and the countless lives he touched. Albini's work will continue to inspire and educate, ensuring that his impact on the music world endures for generations to come. Don't forget to subscribe the channel or press the bell icon to update the latest news. Thanks you for watching the whole video.